I now give the floor to Mr. Άγγελος Μπίνης. It is a pre-recorded statement. He is the Governor of the National Transparency Authority of Greece.
Distinguished delegates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to represent Greece as the Governor of the Hellenic Transparency Authority in the 13th session of the Implementation Review Group of the Conference of the States Parties to the United Nations Convention Against Corruption, and having the opportunity to contribute to the discussion on initiatives to combat bribery of foreign public officials and officials of public international organizations. Over the last 3 years, Greece has taken decisive action in order to develop a modern anti-corruption framework. The Hellenic National Transparency Authority, established in 2019 as an independent authority with functional independence and administrative as well as financial autonomy, has been a major structural reform in the area of tackling corruption. Today, NTA is leading Greece's efforts in the fields of detection, prevention, and raising awareness against corruption. We design and coordinate the implementation of the Greek National Anti-Corruption Action Plan for the period 2022 to 2025. This plan, for the first time, was developed in consultation with major stakeholders from public and private sector, as well as with civil society and non-governmental organizations, given that the Greek anti-corruption strategy builds on international good practices, sets clear strategies across public administration, and prioritizes targeted interventions in high-risk areas prone to fraud and corruption. For example, big infrastructure projects, public procurement, and foreign investments. In this framework, Greece, through targeted legislative interventions, amended the criminal code in order to upgrade the offense of bribery to a felony and impose heavier penalties to the perpetrators. Moreover, the Greek Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in cooperation with the NTA, issued a circular that provides guidelines to the Greek diplomatic missions on reporting foreign bribery allegations published in foreign media. The establishment of a standardized process for reporting is a crucial step in order to set up an effective enforcement framework, as it enables the anti-corruption authorities to systematically monitor and evaluate foreign bribery cases and investigate accordingly. Parallel to strengthening the domestic institutional framework, along with the operational procedures applied to combat bribery of foreign public officials, Greece launched a raising awareness campaign to engage all relevant stakeholders through a series of webinars on business integrity. These seminars have focused on thematic areas such as the implementation and monitoring of effective compliance programs against bribery and the adoption of anti-corruption programs, including ISO 37001. These seminars have allowed NTA to engage a significant number of executives from Greek companies and promote the principles of integrity, transparency, and accountability as integral parts of a modern business culture. Another key component in the Greek anti-corruption policy is developing digital tools and applications to upgrade our capacity, both in terms of detection and prevention. Indicative examples of this trend, which also contribute to fighting foreign bribery, is first the upgrade of the electronic database for asset declaration. Second, the transparency registry where the annual activities of lobbyists are recorded, which will allow public scrutiny. And third, the design of secure reporting channels for whistleblowers and a concrete set of measures to protect them from retaliation. As a closing note, let me stress that Greece recognizes the importance of international collaboration in promoting transparency, integrity, and public trust to democratic institutions. Efforts to fight corruption on the national level should be intense. However, as corruption schemes evolve and become more sophisticated, multilateral cooperation is a decisive factor in our joint effort to maximize the impact of anti-corruption policies and achieve tangible results in order to combat bribery of foreign public officials and officials of public international organizations. Thank you very much for your attention and this great opportunity to address the 13th session of the Implementation Review Group of the Conference of the state parties to the United Nations Conventions Against Corruption and present the recent anti-corruption efforts and progress done in Greece.
I thank Mr. Angelos Bίνης, Governor of the National Transparency Authority of Greece.